Now, even if we don't use specific Kabuki techniques in our acting in the West, a study of Kabuki can help us with such things as concentration, intensity, energy. A lot of this comes through the Kabuki idea and indeed the Oriental idea of centering, that is to say, of gathering all of the energetic forces of the body here in the pit of the stomach and letting them radiate out from there. In addition to that, Kabuki can increase our bodily awareness and our physical agility because the Kabuki actor has to learn to get up and down, to move constantly, to use his entire body. In the same way, since he uses his voice in its entire range, it helps to extend his voice, to give him vocal agility. Such training, then, helps to tune the instrument, the physical instrument. Then, in Kabuki at least, the actor is expected to bring all of this discipline, all of this technique from the inside. We in the West tend to feel that if you learn something from the outside, instead of just exploring it and bringing it all from the inside, that it's not going to be your own. In Kabuki, on the contrary, they believe that you must learn the discipline, the technique from the outside, and then once it has become a real part of you, then you bring it from the inside and make it your own. There's a great margin of liberty in Kabuki acting, which we are not aware of at first. And of course, a young man, a young, inexperienced actor doesn't get to use that margin of liberty. But once you achieve a certain maturity, a certain height in your profession, then you are allowed to experiment a little bit and to express your own originality within the fixed forms. As a matter of fact, I think there's much more liberty, much more a great sense of release and freedom in Kabuki acting, much more than in Western realistic acting, because within this firm discipline, you can release yourself, let go, and be much bigger than life. But even in Western pieces, we can use some specific Kabuki techniques, both physical and vocal. Now, it seems to me that there are several ways that we can use Kabuki training in the West and Kabuki kinds of performances. The first, obviously, is simply to adapt or translate Kabuki plays from Japan into English and perform them in as authentic a manner as possible. Probably the first university in the United States to attempt this was the University of Hawaii, way back in the late 50s, I believe. And they have continued to do a number of Kabuki performances, more recently directed by James Brandon. In Illinois, University of Illinois, Champaign-Urbana, Shozo Sato has been doing this kind of Kabuki performances too. And we at Pomona College have done about 12 productions of Kabuki in this way. I would like you to see now an example of an authentic, or as authentic as we can do in the West, I think, transposition of Kabuki into English. You're going to see part of the fight scene, in Japanese, the tachimawari, between Lord Tsuna and the demon in the play Ibaraki.
I am the demon Ibaraki Doji, who cut the neck plate of your helmet last night at the Rashomon Gate.